I mean, I give you a bunch of guesses to why we're here, but I think you only need one. Join me, Jehst, weed. The Rollen probably pro THC in its many, many forms.
I can taste it, it tastes nice. You like that? With some flavor, some stuff here, bro. It's proper. Nah, it's the butchum penguin, the boom scuba dum boom.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't realize at first. I was reading the comments before I started. Bunkin' School Days Classic. I realized it wasn't from my neck of the woods. This come off like a Chester P reaction or something like that? Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, no. I don't know. I always imagine American rappers listening to Jehst. I'm no rapper or anyone, even know anything about it, but, and having minds blown. I was just like, I want to smoke with people from different parts of the world, right? I smoked with a bunch of Jamaican guys when I was a kid on a cruise ship. That was awesome. And a couple English dudes. So, I mean, it just makes me think of smoking around the globe. In a positive way, though. Not you got to hide and worry about them. I don't know. You should decriminalize the weed thing. Let the people it turns into idiots be idiots. Let the people that it regulate get regulated.
I can taste it, it tastes nice. I can taste it, it tastes nice. You like that? With some flavor, some stuff here, bro. It's proper. Nah, it's the butchum penguin, the boom scuba dum boom. My God. Whoa. I ain't felt this chunk since school days, blood. Right. What? They don't call you high planes for nothing, innit? Yeah, give me 2 slims quickly, blood. I want to strap one of these.
So when I'm fed up, I get red up. Mary Jane messed my head up. She could be my best friend forever. At times I regret that I met her when she eats all my cheddar. But she makes life seem better like whatever.
Shit! Right off the bat, 38 seconds in. When I was going through treatment. Hey, sorry. It might be hard to get through this track. But I think this is relevant to people. That line is really appropriate. They couldn't figure out how to deal with all the criminals, the weed criminals getting sent to treatment because it was during the treatment boom in Minnesota. So everybody got a shot. Everybody got a trip to treatment. Mid-'80s, early 90s. You were no more going off to the military. You went to treatment. All right. And after, years of being in the recovery game, I watched how they basically had to find a way to talk about the potheads couldn't afford to get the weed, so then become criminals to support the weed habit. But you couldn't address the demon weed like alcohol or crack or some other shit because it just ain't the same. It was just the cost. The consequence was I'm too poor to smoke weed and the good weed's too expensive. You know, I just find that really interesting that nail that right off the get-go, because that is the main problem for some individuals is cost.
I want to strap one of these.
So when I'm fed up, I get red up. Mary Jane messed my head up. She can be my best friend forever. At times I regret that I met her when she eats all my cheddar. But she makes life seem better like whatever. Stressing me out, she settles me down. Put it in the air, bread and spread it around. But don't abuse it. We're using the temple ball from the pool as a mental tool. Meditating like we're meant to. Just the way God intended when I pick up.
I don't know how God intended. And I'm probably an abusive drug user. So I try not to mix the powers greater than myself than addiction. But what was the line?
Better like whatever, stressing me out.
Oh, yeah. Now, it is a long ways from weed, okay? And I'm not saying I believe it. I'm saying I read this shit, and I'm like, we're going to wake and bake and listen to a weed song. Let's go next level. And it was a story about someone smoking DMT, looking through a laser, and supposedly seeing the code. Not into Matrix theory stuff, but I got a flat earther in the comments right now going, hey, look at your face, bro, when they say flat earth. The earth is flat. I've never said it was round or flat. I'm going with round because I can observe the spherical nature of the universe creates spheres on a regular. I've never seen a plane of existence, but I could give you the firmament equals makes the globe part, and then I don't care. I find it interesting they use the flat Earth map for the UN and other stuff, and I love the Admiral Byrd portion of it, the expansive continent full of resources that we just don't know about. But I don't know. I'm not saying it was the whole time the flat earthers are telling me, oh, you can't go to Antarctica. But then, Ange and I can book a fucking cruise. Now, I'm sure it's just for show to an edge that's safe. But you can. So it got confusing, right? I don't know who's right. And then you got all the flat earthers that do their experiments and disprove themselves. I'm not saying I know this, that, or the other. I know I fly twice a year. Looks like a big flat disc to me. But that's all I can see. I really want to learn about the people smoking DMT. Are they really seeing code? I want to know about the machine elves. Do they really all see the same? I'm not trying, I don't have any ambitions of talking to Joe Rogan ever. But I would want to talk about DMT.
Regret that I met her when she eats all my cheddar, but she makes life seem better like whatever. Stressing me out, she settles me down. Put it in the air, brother, spread it around, but don't abuse it. We using the temple ball from the pool as a mental tool. Meditating like we're meant to, just the way God intended.
That's where I was thinking as I heard that meditation. More and more, it was making me think of like this, ritual practices, which have come up in a couple reactions talking about, let's just say, ritualistic behavior. A bunch of people getting together, cultivating energy for, how did they put it? Slightly tipping the luck plane in their direction. I think there's plenty of ritualistic smokers, too. I know I used to take part in it. I know that the whole making sure I smoked on 420, years of my life is energy, right? For some, now I can, I'll be like, I'm bored. And what time it is? I'll look at, oh shit, it's 4:19. I'm like, oh, that is a repetitive process come to reality there. That's, I made myself notice that time frame by doing it nonstop.
We using the temple ball from the pool as a mental tool. Meditating like we're meant to, just the way God intended. When I pick up the pencil and school the splendid, I used to use cigarette, mix and blend it. Now I don't send a peng, everybody offended. If they criticize, we defend it. Crystallized hydro glistening, blow my mind like nitro glycerin. This is the deal, all day, every day, give you something to feel. We want weed. Sticky green trees, pick out the stalk, no sticker, no seed. We stay lean off this THC, 9 ounce to the bar.
Of course, that's why they couldn't afford the weed, is because the shit didn't have sticks and stems. It's all these sticky buds. Hey, anybody old enough to remember when BC Bud changed the game? When you had weed trading pound for pound with cocaine, you knew some shit was up. Let's just give a round of applause to everyone who cultivated and hybrided that shit. I hear marijuana is like the most manipulated plant on the planet? I must be because it sucks, huh? Must be because people hate it. It must be so life-destroying. Oh, for some it is. Let's just be blunt. For some it is. I bet we all know that one person who shouldn't smoke no weed because they just... you get the fucking fluoride stare. You just get nothing. They're just empty. Flesh suits sitting there. Baked out of their gourd, can't operate. Okay. I worked, one of my best friends was that way. You couldn't smoke, me and the boss would be fucking, could be bong hits before we put on that roof. You couldn't even let him look at the weed. He'd slow down to a snail's pace. So yeah, I can't, each to their own. I'm never going to get through this damn song. Turns out you can't go to the bank on it. I'm poor, so I can't do I appreciate weed smoking channel, but honestly, that's the channel for me.
Every day, give you something to feel. We want weed. Sticky green.
Weed reviews by old people. It's like their grandma's smoking reefer for the first time video. It's a classic. Yeah, that would be a good gig.
All day, every day, give you something to feel. We want weed. Sticky green trees, pick out the stalk, no sticker, no seed. We stay lean off this THC. 9 ounce to the bar, 4 bars to the key. We want weed. Sticky green trees, pick out the stalk, no sticker, no seeds. We stay lean off this THC. 9 ounce to the bar, 4 bars to the key.
Peripheral switch to weed with splits and chips and sick. Remove the twig. That's the life of the weed and tip. With king slims and choice blends. No end. High kite fire burn sex with friends. Man, I burn it with the best of them. Who? The broken men. Street soldiers strapping out us with a leafy stem. High flies with no focus or a bush and peg. Knock it onto the potters and then back again. Buy cheap, sell high and subsidized my demise. Yet still I walk straight through these crimson tides. Yet the all polluters don't know what one hit could provide. Best just step aside, I take a pole and glide. Way off me to the stratosphere. Astral gate. I made slave from the potency. Intoxicating commodity, my property. Meditating with ease, the weed flows through my bloodstream. Weed, sticky green trees. Pick out the stalk, no sticker, no seed. We stay lead off the THC. 9 ounce to a bar, 4 bars to a key. We want weed, sticky green trees. Pick out the stalk, no sticker, no seed. We stay lead off the THC. 9 ounce to a bar, 4 bars to a key.
Even the dry shit, tie stick, all types of hybrid. The black resin smelling unpleasant when you light it. This is for the friends I got high with, the vibe with the glistening eyes and the Chinese eyelids. The sky high kids from Hackney high rises to rise slip with their spliffs in a vice grip. Puffing northern lights and the smugglers who brought it over border lines. Flying in for the cannabis cup till I damage a lung and my cabbage is bruh. Either way I'm getting lean.
A lot of nice references there to strains and other stuff. Very cool. I was the top, High Times reader for years through the 80s and 90s. I liked the Bud centerfold. I ain't gonna lie. Didn't always have to be a swimsuit model. Sometimes it could just be a sticky old Bud. Oh, yeah, this is cool. I like this track.
And my cabbage is bruh. Either way I'm getting lean today and tomorrow never comes. So I'm sat in my drum, strap it, flash it, I'm done. We bought weed, sticky green trees. Pick out the stalk, no sticker, no seed. We stay lean off the THC. 9 ounce to the bar, 4 bars to the key. We bought weed, sticky green trees. Pick out the stalk, no sticker, no seed. Stay lean off the THC. 9 ounce to the bar, 4 bars to the key. Man, go in the house. TF in the house. Another under the weather.
Jack's bigger, man. Soulful shit, man.
Yeah. North London transmitting live
Shy guys, man.
to the south coast.
Even G, man.
That's the gauge. Into sat back, blaze. Fat sack of that. Hey.
I mean, I'm talking evil shit, man. Try to shut that shit.
Yeah, evil end. Enough said.
See me bright in it, believe me. My head, shut that shit up.
Jehst, weed. I liked it. I liked it. You know. Sorry, I was long-winded. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just sorry if it annoyed you and you didn't push stop sooner. Because I don't get that part. I don't get that. If you like it, you like it. Me, I would just, to any all-time smoker, steady pothead there on the other side of the world. In spirit. And we'll smoke one together. So, you know. See you on the other side. Later.